from priest to slave trader. In the quiet hills of Portugal, in a small stone church kissed by the sun, Father Miguel was once a man of great compassion. His voice echoed through the village each Sunday, preaching love, mercy, and the sacred worth of every soul. Often at 9 and raised by monks, Miguel believed he was chosen to heal the world's pain. His heart beat for God, or so he thought. Then came the summons. The church, entangled in the ambitions of kings, called for expansion, not just of faith, but of dominion. Miguel was sent on a missionary voyage to Africa, to bring the light of Christ to a people deemed lost. He sailed with a Bible in one hand, and unknowingly, chains in the other. When he first arrived on the shores of the Gold Coast, he was overwhelmed, not by darkness, but by beauty. The land bloomed with life. The people were vibrant, wise, full of stories and songs that carried the weight of generations. He met elders who spoke of gods older than Rome, of spirits in rivers, of peace without swords. He began to doubt. Were they truly lost? But doubt was dangerous. The merchants came, greedy-eyed men backed by kings and crowned with crosses. They spoke of trade, of saving souls through labor. They offered Miguel power, land, wealth, influence, if he would simply convince the people to convert and comply. He resisted at first. He wept in prayer. But hunger crept into his mission, sickness claimed his companions, and fear whispered, "You can't save them if you're dead." So he began to bend. First, he told the chiefs that to follow Christ meant obedience to the white man's rule. Then, he looked the other way when soldiers raided villages. Finally, he lifted his own hand, blessing ships that carried children, mothers, and warriors alike into the belly of slavery. Father Miguel became something else. No longer priest. No longer healer. He was now a broker of flesh. One day, an old woman spat at his feet. Her son, a young drummer, had been taken. She said, "You came with a Bible, but left with our sons. May your prayers burn your tongue." That night, Miguel opened his Bible and found it silent. The words he once lived by felt foreign. His robes itched with guilt. The gold in his chest felt heavier than sin. Years later, wrinkled and hollow-eyed, he stood by the sea, watching another ship vanish into the horizon. He whispered to the wind, "Lord, forgive me. I traded your name for silver." But the waves gave no answer.